Hello everyone and welcome to Arcane Focus D&D and welcome back to Magic at Mostead.
Yay!
It's our special two-part little sort of special we have here called Reconstruction. We are revisiting our Campaign 1 characters to see what they've been up to and maybe tie a loose thread left from the heroes known as the Three Griffins. I'm Mike, I'll be your DM, and join with me are my amazing players. Say hi, everyone!
Hi, everyone!
Woo! I love it! With us today, we have the Three Griffins themselves. Amber.
Hey.
Steve.
Fury, smash!
And Temple.
Hello.
And what we're currently tentatively calling our new hires. We have Nick.
Hello.
And Titan.
Howdy.
For those wondering, this is a pre-recorded episode. This is important for those watching on the Purple app. You may see a cut for either tech issues or toddler breaks, so keep that in mind. Also, hey, you want the cliff notes of this particular part, the first part of Reconstruction, then join us tomorrow for short rest as we recap this session in about 10-15 minutes or so. It's really quick. I actually don't have any announcements, no dice for you guys to roll, so let's get right into it. A land of rolling hills, snow-covered mountains, and an ever-stretching desert and forest aplenty. A land where one can discover their first, second, or maybe even third families. Welcome back to the continent of Mostead. Home to the Estervis domain to the north, and the Sildon kingdom to the south. And to the heroes known as the Three Griffins. Heroes of Mostead. Last we left off, they brought down Queen Catherine Evergrey, an ancient lich bent on shaping the land to her own vision. We bared witness to their battles through flying layers, the dangerous Blake twins, the murderous fire giants, fucking Lily motherfucking Underwood, and so much more. But the dust settled, the feeling of danger has passed. And it moves on, so does our heroes' lives. It's been 13 years since the fall of Evergrey, so let's go catch up with our heroes. Savannah Skrilla. Tabaxi Rogue? Maybe more, we don't know. What have you been up to in the past 13 years since the fall of Evergrey, and the past 10 years since the death of Lily?
Let's see, where do I even start with this? As most people know, I am somewhat, I guess, the face of the Book and Brew because I'm the one that's always here, as well as my other establishments, the Summer Fury and Maryguard. And to the general public, I just been living a very quiet life, kind of retired. You'll see me out and about, running my little establishment. We now support other community establishments within the other establishments within the community, giving them money and resources and things like that. Those in the knowing, though, I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to say right now at this point, Mike.
You are allowed to say, I think, it all. I think we are bearing witness to it all.
Bearing witness to it all. Those in the knowing, though, knows I am still very deeply associated with my wonderful organization of the Raven's Kiss. I, for a while, was going out on field missions, but due to circumstances, I had to take time down. But within that, we've now expanded, I guess you can say, with our Murder of Whispers that utilizes my bar in different ways, as well as our community establishments that we now help. Other than that, Savannah is surprisingly now a mom of two beautiful Tabaxi cubs, Iggy and Midnight, who are everyone's pain in the ass.
A little bit of problem childs, but I think that's a perfect transition as our view from the view of the continent of Mostead shifts forward into a room surrounded by children's drawings on the walls, illustrations of the Skrilla family, and the crests of the Three Griffins, along with other knickknacks from your adventures and plundering and other tasks taken from your own individual organization as well as the Raven's Kiss. We currently see Savannah mulling over a desk with paperwork aplenty. Though your Mo agents, or Mo agents, are proficient in execution of the dealings that you have, it's mainly up to you to plan. Sussing out the need for new businesses that may have or could use some help and may actually provide for both the community around it as well as for the Raven's Kiss. It's a lot of planning on your end, but that's what happens when you're the leader. A light flickers as a nearby candle has burnt down to the base. You've been in this room for a very long time. You're a little stressed, a little tired. It's late right now. You can look outside the window, and already there's a bit of a moonlight shining through. And just then, bit of a knock at the door.
What do you want?
Door creaks open slowly, and you see a darker tealed skin coloration of a water genasi guy, marked with coral yellow flakes along his skin, wavy brown hair and stark yellow eyes. Your partner, Roman, leans against the archway. Hey, Sav, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get through this. Everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Starts to walk in. Sees the mess of paper on your desk and sort of picks up one, looks at it. Leon's been asking about setting up a base in Mirabite. Not a lot of options as far as I can tell, other than maybe fishing or mining. I don't think it's a good idea. What do you think?
Mining. What does the community need?
Maybe some sort of like garment industry. It's very cold up there, and whenever they have to order clothes, it's usually from Alrak.
So are we speaking of like a tailor or boutique?
I think so. I think that'd be good. Something heavy leathered for their for the heavy seas they go out into.
All right, I will put notice to see if we have any actual talented people who does fur work, and see if we can put in a seed in of a new fashion district with a new tailor.
Do you actually think Richard's gonna allocate some funds for that?
I think Richard will definitely say yes.
That's fair. Maybe it might be easier just to buy out one of the fishing companies.
But if they have fishing.
No, you're right. It would help out if we did get sort of a garment industry up there.
I mean, we could buy out this one of the fisheries, but that adds attention to us. It's like, how do we establish that type of money? And then two, do we really want to run that? Do we want any of our people involved with that?
That's fair.
At most, we get a boat out of it.
I think this is like a topic conversation that you and Roman have had on numerous nights of just brainstorming ideas. Just then, before Roman's actually able to pass on further news or bounce more ideas off you, you hear the familiar sounds of heavy pounding of paws against stairs and laughter of screaming of two boys bounding into the room. Squeezing through the archway is this deep blue polar bear as Violet rushes in, and on her back, up in front, is Midnight, standing on her back with Iggy holding onto Midnight's hip. Midnight with a fake eye patch and a dagger, your dagger, left in your room. Goes, "Avast! We demand your finest rum, lest we have..." And the eye patch sort of shifts a little bit, and he's got to stop his thing. Covering a little bit. He gets a cloak that he's been wearing over his mouth and starts to mess with it and goes, "Hold on, guys. Hold on." And you see these, his own canines. He's lifted up his bottom lip, so his canines are more profound. "Last we drink your blood."
I mage hand for my dagger.
Oh no! Iggy on the back, sort of peers a little bit around his brother. "Mom, were the pirates able to turn into bats?"
Just for my memory, they didn't, right?
You never saw them turn into bats.
No, sweetie, they did not turn into bats.
You see Midnight. Oh, that sucks. I want to be a bat pirate vampire.
If you keep acting this way, I will send you to that vampire queen.
Cool.
And she'll make no, cool. She'll just make meat out of you. She'll eat little boys like you for lunch.
Dad, she wouldn't do that. I don't know. We get into a lot of stuff. Like, that dagger is not yours. Sort of motions to the one that you have currently in your mage hand.
Did you break into my locker again?
Midnight looks off to the side, but Iggy's like holding a couple of tools in his hands. You recognize those as your thieves' tools.
I can't with you two. I'm proud of you two, but I can't with you two. I'm like, good job, but no.
I think Iggy kind of like nods a little bit and goes, I'm getting better. I mean, a little bit.
I mage hand the dagger to Iggy's hand. I'm like, since you're getting better, you could put it back.
Okay. Violet, come on. Roman kind of goes, wait. Yeah, put it back. The reason I came to you, Savannah, is it's actually time for dinner. You've been stuck in here all day. Let Mo, let that settle for a bit. Let's eat.
Fine. If I go downstairs, I'm just gonna have to deal with the busyness of the bar, right?
We'll let the new faces handle it.
Fine.
Our vision.
I get up. I kiss him on the cheek, but I grab his hand.
Holds your hand too. You're following the sound of the bounding bear on the two boys as our vision pulls back outside that window, into another space within Mostead. Rolly, what have you been up to in the last 13 years since the fall of Evergrey, and the last 10 years since the death of Underwood?
Well, I can certainly tell you I haven't been that busy. I guess we start from the beginning. Shortly after Evergrey's passing, Rolly decided to take a couple of weeks off, just enjoying the time he has with his, friends and loved ones. Him and Gina Lee got married. And it didn't take long for Rolly to remember the vow he made to Queen Evergrey. Telling her that he would not rest until any written or pictorial representation of her was just removed, deleted from this world, if you will. So as the weeks went on, it bothered him more and more until he decided that it was time to set forth. And he did. He went through different towns, gathered some information, tried to find any material he could find, get his hands on, and just destroy it. Gina Lee even accompanied him on some of the trips, which was great because you have an Air Genasi with you. It's amazing.
Probably made it easier in travel too.
Oh yeah. This went on. Gina Lee didn't accompany him for every trip because she obviously still has a business to run. So there are some trips where Rolly went alone. And as the months wore on, I think it was approximately 2 years or so, give or take, where he realized that no matter how much information he gathered, how many books and pictures he found, and how much he destroyed, there was always 2 more, 3 more. So the task just overwhelmed him. He didn't realize how much time of his life he was giving. Essentially, he was still giving the Queen power. The Queen, now long gone and just a memory in everyone's thoughts, still held power over him 2 years later. Rolly did something unusual. He forsook his vow and made his way back home to awaiting Jilin Lee, where it didn't take long for the marriage and everything to pick back up because eventually they ended up having kids. They had Olin Barnwell. Since then, Rolly's pretty much been usual, keeping up around the house, keeping up his training, and of course, dedicating a good chunk of his time to raising Olin. Olin's got potential. He's got some hidden potential within him, and Rolly wants him to become the hero he's meant to be, just like his old man.
Yeah. The light from the midday sun reflects in your eye as the smell of fresh air crosses your nose, Rolly. The gleam of a steel sword swings down towards your face. Does a 14 hit your AC?
No.
No. Simple side step as the sword misses, hitting the ground. A few birds that were hanging out on the edge of Gina's shop near the backyard where you're currently sparring fly away from the sound of impact. Your son, Olin, almost stumbles forward, correcting his footing, looking up to you. Bit of impatience in his breath. Come on! It's that similar rage and frustration that you've seen and experienced all too well starts to build, and slowly, like his mother, a deep breath, exhale, and that air releases from his lungs, and that rage starts to fade. Dad, what am I doing wrong?
You have to be quieter, son. And faster. I can't see you coming. If I see you coming, it's too late.
Grips onto the hilt of the blade, squares off against you. You don't have a weapon. You don't need one at this point. It's all training. There's a few more clashes happening in the backyard. Then you and your son both hear the familiar sound of the front door of the Swirly Jin's magical bin. That familiar ding, 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 ding as the door opens. You are in the backyard, so you don't hear, or see, I should say, who Gina is interacting with within her shop. But you hear, "Oh my god, guys! Like, you have, like, a great day. I hope you kick that Lord's ass. Hopefully, like, the healing potions will help you out against, like, fighting that motherfucker. So go be heroes and come back if you find anything interesting." You hear the sound of trotting off. Boys, you back there?
Yep.
Gina Lee, light blue skin and a light blue dress, white hair and white eyes. Definitely a little older, but because of her Genasi heritage, still looking as prim and proper as ever. Starts to float back where you currently are sparring. This grand Air Genasi and crafter of the arcane arts. Your wife leans against the back post. Who's winning?
He's gotten better. Still needs work, though.
Dad's going hard on me.
I don't even have I don't have anything in my hands. How am I going hard on you?
You see Gina sort of leans against the post and goes, "My god, you adventurers," and sort of motions towards the people who are just leaving. Always another story, always another adventure.
I mean, you know, he also takes after you, right? Right, Olin? Show your mom what you can do now.
Looks to your wife, who goes, "Like, Olin, I can tell you are super stressed. Deep breaths." He gives like a very knowing wink, and you see there's a bit of a light that pops in his mind. "Okay, all right, Dad again."
Bring it.
He rushes forward with an erratic motion and holds the sword with one hand, and with the other flicks a little bit of his fingers, and these sparks start to almost cover your eyes a little bit, almost obscuring your vision. Does an 18 hit your AC?
No.
How?
But I do wanna word this one if I could.
Go for it.
It doesn't, but it almost does.
Oh.
So as he brings the blade, I want to say I catch it with my hands, and yes, it's a blade. It is sharp. It hurts, but I catch it before it's able to make full contact. I say, "Better. Much better.
You see, there's a big smile on Olin's face as there's that positive reinforcement, sort of like that less of rage and more of excitement, as you start to see the two visions of yourself, Marshall, and your wife. Bit of arcane magic escaping his fingertips. Okay. Gina goes, well, if you really want this to be like a fair fight, and roll me a wisdom save.
No. Oh, no, I'm good at those.
Don't challenge your wife. She will kill you.
I'm not. She's challenging me. What do I do? Oh, yeah. Rolly's really wise. Oh, Rolly's really wise. That's a 4.
A 4. You are slowed as your speech starts to half, and your son is just laughing as he is trying to swipe, and you are dodging. I don't think even with his rolls, he rolled very high. Yeah, and it's just miss after miss, and there is just sort of a laughter of, they know you can take it. And even still, now it's a better challenge for you. It's that exercise and experience you haven't had in a while. Just close calls on every side. Bit of laughter, bit of sort of combat excitement from Rolly as our vision pulls back. And our vision goes somewhere else within Mostead. Deep. Oh, actually, before we actually get to that, Vera, what have you been up to within the last 13 from of Evergrey and the last 10 from Lily?
Well, she already had her triplets shortly after Lily. She was pregnant during that fight, so how dare you? But she has 3 children, technically 4. Yuri, Valen, and Aurora. The newest addition is Azrael, and he just turned 11. So there is an age difference between them. The triplets are now 16 years old, pretty much an adult now. And she has kept her vow to be Paylor's champion, but in her off time, she is still at a cabin, peacefully minding her own business. But if you know the right path, you will find her if you need help.
Yeah. Deep in a snow-capped mountain surrounded by trees and fresh air, the chirping of birds currently sort of sounding off and some of the foliage fluttering by into the sky, sitting on a porch with a hot drink in hand. We find you, Vera, enjoying your morning. Still, a bit of the sun's rays have always been a welcome feeling, and honestly, there's no better way to commune with Paylor, your god. The sound of Uthiel, your husband, can be heard giving Valen a hard but really well-needed lesson as you watch him get upset. Valen not being able to chop wood as fastly and as well as Aurora. Currently, sort of that sound of anger start to flare up. Yuri, where he always is, on the roof, near the second-story window. His eyes closed, breathing slowly, worshipping Paylor in his own way, the Dawnfather. And the only person, as you're currently sipping your hot drink, whether it's tea or coffee, look out and you see these 4 figures. There's one missing, your youngest, Azrael. As you look around, see Uthiel currently has his hands full with Valen. You hear, "Dad! The axe! We need a new axe!" And you hear Aurora, "It's working fine for me, Val." She gives a knowing smile as Valen turns red, only for Uthiel to put a hand on his shoulder. Hey, breathe. Feel the weight, let it do the work for you. I question you, Vera. How do you get your youngest up?
I think she taps like the roof with the broom a little bit to get Yuri's attention.
See, from the awning, just ahead. Yeah, Mom?
Did somebody sleep in for training?
I'll get him up.
I got it. She starts going to Azra's room. but she's singing the tune that she used to sing Zulia in Sylvan to see if he'll wake up. And she just knocks. She's humming it, and she's knocking on the door to see if he'll wake up.
Okay. Roll me a performance check.
She's not -1. Okay. That's not bad. Hold on. I have to see what the hell my charisma is. Or performance check.
Hold
Okay.
it better your attacks.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You hear sort of the sound of the mattress moving, and Mom?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm up. I'm up.
Mhm.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I think she drops her, not disguise, but the illusion that she normally keeps up because she does not show the golden hair and the golden eye normally, even though her kids know that's what she actually looks like. And I think when you see Azra, the left eye is exactly like Vera's. The hair is the same, bright gold, but the right eye, instead of being purple like hers, does not have any color. It just has a black center and a gold ring around the iris.
Azrael wakes up, sort of opening the door. She has like that sleepy eye look, sort of the hair as well, sort of just like a matted mess, sort of even still.
You sure you want to do training?
Yeah. Is Dad downstairs?
Yeah, he's currently giving Valen a lecture about how he needs patience.
Okay. Can
me
you
show
give me
you
like 2 minutes so I can get ready?
Let me show you something real quick.
Sure.
And she'll take him back to Uthiel and hers room to look at like this large cabinet. Another thing about Vera, she's never really gone out in her armor around her kids. She has kind of left that part away for them. They know what she does, but she does not show it off, so to speak. And she kind of just waves her hand and opens it, and you see the full golden plate armor. Troop 14 on one side, the Season's Bounty on the other side. And she just looks down at her very much younger son than the rest of them and just says, I think if you want to, that will be yours one day.
Just places a hand on it. Sort of that same connection that you always had with Palor sort of feels the same way here. And I think pressing his hand against the steel, or against the gold, there's that, and you recognize it, there's an outside force revitalizing him. See? Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs.
You
And there's a
don't
bit of
have
a
to.
pep in the step, energized, and goes downstairs.
I think she just sighs. She feels like he's growing up too quick for her.
Back downstairs, hot drink, a little bit cooler in your hand. You're able to sit down and see the family start to do their morning routine. As currently Uthiel has sort of left, your oldest and your only daughter together to sort of work on their own training. Walks to you and sits next to you in the sort of the canopy, or under the canopy. Starts to thumb through a couple letters. He goes, Amber sent word last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
You get our gift.
He did. He wanted to thank you for the champagne, and wanted to let you know that he had a wonderful anniversary, and that the champagne was a wonderful cap to their night. In his own words, no better person to have fine liquor than the person who owns a bar.
You haven't heard from Igno's wife, right? In a while.
Not directly. Usually it's from Amber, who shares sentiment pass.
I have to go visit her soon. It's been a while.
We should. It'd be nice. And just then, that familiar bell rings in your mind. The sun becomes a bit brighter. Your features flare for just a moment as that champion visage comes through. Just for a moment, you have to sort of suppress it. Someone has passed a trial and is close to the cabin.
I think the glow is noticeable. I think Uthiel's used to that song and dance, so to speak. And I think she just whistles to get the kids' attention. Put them in their room. Put the barrier up.
Yeah, you got it. All right, everyone, we're going inside.
And she goes and gets into her armor.
Standing outside, golden armor, visage now at full view. Walking through the tree lines, you see there is a small group of adventurers, 4 in total. Some showing damages from the trial, but each with dedication and sort of determination in their eyes. As one of the elven members stand up. Hello? Please, I know you don't know us, but we really could use some healing.
She just kind of like gestures towards like the front porch for them to sit, not to come inside, but just to sit for a moment. And she's reading each and every one of them.
Different faces, red and blue, different coloration. Elven woman, sort of this white stark-haired woman as well. It's different types. But you have to perform your duties. For those who are worthy, our vision pulls back. The thread of destiny have pulled on our heroes from all along the world, from all across the world. But one case has always brought them together. The yearly anniversary of the Books and Brew. Found in the uppermost part of the Aurak, of the capital of the domain, surrounded by a blanket of soft white snow, is a very tall and rustic wizard's tower with a sign that reads, Heroic Celebration! 1 free fire shot being served, the Platinum Desert Tequila. Currently, as one of the more exotic drinks and liquor being served. Something for you, my 3 griffins, is you've always had about 4. You've had about 5 levels. You've had the 2 levels utilized for the Books and Brew, storage, a break room, and then your own personal room, sort of a home away from home, as well as integrated with that is that the office too. And then, of course, the basement, where we have more businesses being utilized. What would you use a new floor for? Because I would assume in the last 10 years you've gotten enough money to get an expansion.
I'm waiting for other people. I already know what I thought.
Well, share your thoughts. This is a discussion at this point.
I'm like, what do we need that we haven't already gotten? We have places to sleep, train, weaponry. We have a library. We have the actual restaurant, and we have the basement business. So,
I said a panic room / kids room, but that's Vera's paranoia because she will forever have PTSD.
okay, I'm gonna slash that because I'm gonna say at some point, if I'm gonna be there the most, there was a nursery added at some point.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, kids space.
We can't have kids running crazy in the bar.
Fair.
So,
welcome everyone to the Books and Brew. As we see, it currently is somewhat packed. It is exclusive currently for today for the anniversary. There are some regulars that have frequent the Books and Brew. A couple of, at least for this case, some no names, but people who are familiar who've come here more often than not. Currently working behind the bar, currently serving up drinks within the warm feeling of the Books and Brew, as merriment and happy, intoxicated people sing and dance. Some people at the corner currently reading and just getting captivated by a book. We see the sort of golden tequila being poured, mixed in with other drinks, as we see the 2 figures close to his 50s. Actually, no, a little further past his 50s. Well, actually, let's go with Ellie first. We see late 40s, early 50s, a human woman, dark hair, light skin, currently working in the kitchen, cooking and stirring a pot of mouth-watering, you almost smell it, stew. The sound and view of bubbles in the pot cause those to watch it begin to drool. Oi! Price! 3 bowls of the lamb stew, up! As Ellie currently is cooking. And then our attention views to vibrant flames upon a head of the second figure of Fire Genasi, currently leaning against the counter from what looks to be a newly married couple. They all start to laugh as he's currently having an engagement. As the man taps his hand on the bar, looking at the gentleman. Listen, my missus is a medically profound individual, and I'll be honest, if they caught me with what you're doing, I don't think I'd wake up in the morning. They laugh a little bit. Well, to your health, and congratulations to you too. There's a bit of a cheers. See, Moscow turns. Right, who ordered the lamb? People start to cheer, raise their hands. But beyond these 2 staff members, and as well as the 3 griffins currently enjoying themselves amongst the crowd, we have 2 new faces who've been hired here at the Books and Brew. Let's pass it off to Nick. Could you please introduce us to the character you're playing, as well as what they look like?
Yeah, I'm playing Salandra Maxima. She's a celestial Aasimar. She is tall, tan, has like shimmering blonde hair, and her shadow is also like golden shimmery as part of her Aasimar heritage. She looks like she spends like every day at the beach or something. She has that kind of vibe. Tall and broad-shouldered. Do we want her history now, or just what she's doing right now?
You can give me a history right now.
Yeah, so she is from a remote community that she says like worships the lights in the sky, the celestial bodies. And from a very young age, as soon as she learned that the sun counts as a star, she's been obsessed with the sun, like specifically worshiping the sun, dedicating herself to the virtues of the sun. Not like a god of the sun, but the sun itself as her symbol. She left home as a young adult on a sun quest. She has a map that traces where she's supposed to go. Each day she like sits out at dawn and holds it up to the sun. She's had all kinds of crazy adventures and done a lot of heroic things. But, you know, at some point in the recent past, it guided her here and told her to wait. And so once she figured out who owned and operated the place, she was very happy to just apply for a regular job, to take a little break from the harder parts of her life, and to just take every opportunity to learn from what she now recognizes as, you know, the greatest heroes she has ever been around.
You see that there is a gentleman sort of swaying, flipping through some of the books, and drink in hand, leans forward to go to like the bottom row, and just a bunch of liquor spills on some of the books here. And you realize that the books are old here. You look off to the bar, and you lock eyes, the yellow eyes of Moscow, who kind of gives you a nod, looks at the guy, and goes,
"Oh, he wants me to get him out of here?" Okay, yeah, I place a friendly but strong hand on his shoulder and say like, "Okay, sir, I think you have probably had enough," and try to like straighten him up and start guiding him towards the door.
Starts to shift him. Wait, I haven't got my free shot yet.
It's outside.
How do you violently push him out, or do you like just?
I am not. Yeah, I'm not being violent yet. I am being encouraging. Guiding him that direction.
Okay. I will say, because he is intoxicated, go ahead and roll me how well you control yourself. I will allow you either to do a persuasion check or a athletics check.
I have nothing in either one of those, so let's try persuasion. And that's going to be a 2.
2.
Yeah.
He turns and sort of like his head, he's a smaller person, sort of knocks against your hip. And he's going, "Wait, no, I want the drink. Free drinks is on the sign."
I glance back at the bar.
Moscow leans forward. "So you had your drink. All right, you had it about 20 minutes ago. You're causing a ruckus. If you don't stay silent, my friends here is going to jump you out, all right?
Are you trying to get a second free drink? Are you trying to take advantage of the generosity of the books and brew? She's starting to get very self-righteous about this.
I'm just saying I wanted my drink. There's a sign here that says free drinks.
It's inside you, now get out!
Push down. He just lands on Snow, sort of doing the snow angel thing. Moscow leans forward as you're currently walking back in. Thank you, Saul. Appreciate it.
Shaking my head in disgust. Some people.
I love it. Love having you here. Get ready, though. We're going to have a toast, okay?
Nodding
Thanks.
and getting ready.
Love it. Thank you, Maxima. And to our other face, who's currently working the floor too, Titan. Please introduce us to your character and describe.
I will be playing Easel today. He is a Hexblood wizard. This kind of like a purplish, almost maroonish colored skin. He's tall, really spindly. So like if he stood up straight, he might be like 6 foot, 6'1", but he stands with like a really big hunch, making him a few inches shorter. Long, spindly fingers that kind of like fade to black at the fingertips, and some horns that kind of stretch off his head, almost like branches. He is a little weird, and he introduced himself to the owner and proprietor when applying for this position, explaining that no, he's not a tiefling, no, he's not really cursed. He was born this way because this is how his parents asked for a child from some hag from the Feywild or something like that, and he turned out like this, but he promises he's friendly, just a little quirky at times. He's more on the book side of the books and brew. I think when we come to see him, he is probably like immediately going after that spill that the guy had laid on the books, just like with a rag, just like trying to very carefully dab it off, or otherwise just tending to the books. Not very much a people person or a talking person. He started off a lot of his career as a healer, or rather trying to be a healer in training, but he kept getting kicked out. Things were not working out the way people wanted him to heal. People kept coming back just like a little bit off. They would shamble instead of walk, growl and groan instead of talking. He's working on it, and in the meantime, he's decided to put his efforts into studying what he's doing wrong while he works here with these 3 magnificent heroes.
Yeah. You're currently cleaning it quickly. And I'll open the floor to anyone who would see Easel currently cleaning up the books. And you know this too, Easel, is that you're the one who is currently purchasing and sort of filtering out which books are being placed here. It's called the Books and Brew, and you are handling that one half, making sure that those who come from like knowledgeable backgrounds are always coming back for new knowledge and new stories and new things to read here. Yeah, damaging a book here is bad. So
I'll walk up to Isla and I'll I saw that. It's okay. It's kind of just relax today.
Oh yeah, I can relax.
You can relax. Go ahead and clean the book back and then come join us. Come have a drink.
I can join you.
Yes.
You don't mind if I join you?
Savannah actually laughs. It's like, no, don't mind. Just go ahead and finish up your duties.
Of course.
And I will leave it open to the table. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're currently enjoying some drinks? There's some food being passed around.
Yell at Moscow, why are we giving out free shots?
It's supposed to be one per person. I don't know who that...
Who? Did I approve this?
I did. I step in.
You're not even here half the time.
It's a time for celebration, Sav. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Lighten up here. And I give her my shot. Just drink. Have fun. Be merry.
I take the shot.
It goes down smooth and it sort of burns a little bit of the nose. This sort of desert tequila just sort of opens up the sinuses a little bit.
I also tell Moscow, I already tell, so and I'll make motion to I'm gonna call you Soul because I'm gonna butcher Soul or John all night. I also will tell Soul they can relax for a little bit. So Soul, if you would like a shot as well, just to enjoy your evening tonight, you can.
I think Solandra's eyes go wide, and she's oh no, I couldn't possibly, not while I'm working.
What if we have Vera give you the shot?
I'm not in this conversation on purpose.
I would have to have my pay docked for the hours in which I was intoxicated, but I would be open to it.
You do understand that, and I go like this to me in Moscow, we pay you, right?
Yes, but it just wouldn't be fair otherwise.
You just see,
I'm
like,
gonna.
somewhat up the stairs, me gesturing to, like, Rolly going...
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm like 5 shots in. What is this? Are you trying to show me magic? I don't know what you're saying.
I miss these
Anyway,
people.
She looks at Uthiel because she brought Uthiel purposely.
Yeah.
I told Mike that we came in full garb, at least for the entrance, and I was like,
Uthiel's taking off his armor. He's like, I'm ready to party. Let's have some fun.
Do me a favor. Go challenge Rolly to an arm wrestling match.
Oh, let's go.
Don't lose the arm. I don't feel like growing an appendage back today.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and go to Sav, and I'm gonna whisper in Sav's ear, like, pointing the soul, like, I like this one. This one's good.
I think I face step behind you, Rolly, and do like a burn on your neck with my hand just to be a brat.
Ah! Why?
Hey.
Why?
Okay, mark that face step.
Because I don't think I caught the little thing. I just look at her. It's like, what did I miss? What happened?
I'm just being a shit. Nothing normal. I mean, nothing out of the normal.
Why?
In that case, Vera, would you like the shot?
Of course, always. You forget who you're talking to. This one has a constitution.
I think Moscow leans forward and goes, so, have a shot. I will not dock you pay, but
For the love of
this
God,
means you're
woman,
part of the family.
drink the shot. I am
Yeah,
telling you to
Solandra's-
drink
yeah.
the shot.
Solandra's watching very closely and like making sure that Vera drinks first, that it's not a trick, and then she very quickly drinks it.
Oh,
after
it was
that.
gone before you checked.
Yeah. Well, if you insist.
That a girl. We're a family brunch here. You don't have to be so uptight. You're doing an amazing job. I saw that throw.
He was taking advantage of your generosity.
And we very much deeply appreciate that.
Looks like he took advantage a couple of times by the way he was still at it.
And speaking of generosity, I have the now empty shot glass that I gave to Savannah. I look at Moscow. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Red, a mage hand, grabs your shot glass with his own, starts to makes his own sort of cocktail mix into the shot, starts to slide it over to you.
I will
Enjoy,
never
big
get
man.
tired of that. I'll never get tired of that. Whoop, down the hatch.
You see Ellie kind of start to pass out food. Looks over to you, Easel, and goes, "Dear, do you want something to eat? You hungry?"
Oh, I do not want to take away from the establishment.
Oh, we're having a celebration. It's an anniversary. Come join.
Do you want something from me? Why are you insisting?
I want
She
you to
bought
relax.
a crap ton of food. That's why she wants you to eat.
Think of it this way: if you don't eat it, and if this doesn't all go away, I'm gonna throw it out.
This seems like a trap.
You see Moscow from the back. It is.
Smack him.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not. It's not.
Bryce, don't make me get Merrick over here.
Please don't. She's home, relaxing and
she's
enjoying her night.
Gentle when she
I'm
wants to be.
disappointed she's home.
It's not her bag, you know that stuff.
It's true.
All right.
see.
Well, if you insist, then I'll like grab a little pinching.
Take a bowl.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe this is just Vera also being a shit. Maybe it'll help with your healing, like full stomach. You could focus better.
I will take 2 bowls if I am allowed.
Yeah, bowls are provided. Moscow kind of goes, I'm gonna excuse myself real quick. Be right back. He heads into the back. At that time, Uthiel walks up to you, Rolly, and goes, "All right, empty barrel, elbows in the barrel. You want to give it a shot?"
What about a shot?
Don't break the arm, Rolly.
Wait. I go send Roman over there. I'm like, Roman, go watch them, please.
You got it. And what goes over?
I mean, Uthiel can handle his own.
It's not Uthi I'm worried about.
Yeah. I mean, Rolly might break some shit.
Ooh, Roman almost encouraging this.
I'm still wondering, what about a shot?
Let's test if you still got it. He puts his hand out for arm wrestling.
I will say, Rolly, like, you guys are both humans. I mean, obviously, Uthiel's part fire genasi, apparently, but Uthiel doesn't look like he's aged much in comparison to you.
Okay, I'm the fire son, though, so...
Also, I don't know if Uthiel's been drinking. You've been drinking. You've on your, what, 5th shot?
What are you talking about? It fuels me! It's alcohol! It fuels the fire!
You see Uthiel not like trying to be super quiet, but leans over to Roman and you're like, "I had 1 shot. I'm good." Roman's like, "I don't care. I've had 4.
I mean, if it's
We're
a
good."
walking competition, you'd win, hun, but, you know, it's an arm wrestling competition.
Come on, big man.
If you insist.
All right.
But if I win, you owe me a shot.
You got it. I would like you to roll me an athletics check with disadvantage because of your intoxication, and Uthiel's just going to roll straight.
We should keep Moscow around, because last time we had to make him a balloon to get him up the stairs.
Not wrong.
I don't want to carry him.
Okay, this is the funniest thing I've experienced thus far.
The bear's
I
here.
rolled a natural 20,
Okay.
and then I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Oh, no!
you clasp hands. I rolled a 16, and you and Uthiel start to go.
Guidance.
A little bit of guidance, and you're like, "Hey!"
Hey!
Yo, it ain't gonna help Rolly, even if I guide him.
You see, you feel Gina Lee's hands across your chest. Rolly goes, come on, and you feel an arcane pulse go through your body. And roll me another athletics check. This time, not disadvantage. Gina Lee looks at you, Vera, and goes, "If we're all using arcane, so am I."
Fair is fair. I don't want to get turned into a balloon. I'm good.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's gonna be a 22.
Me too. You get it back, and now you're pushing Uthiel. The crowd starts to almost gather as this spectacle is happening. Roll me one more straight roll, and then you're still doing guidance, Vera?
Yeah. Vera's gonna be like, "Come on, man. You had triplets and a 4th kid. You got this. You gotta carry all 3 of them."
Yeah, but he doesn't have what I've had. Alcohol.
I was gonna say trauma.
Yeah, I was like, dude's died and come back to life a couple of times.
Yeah.
So have you, though, so, you know.
That's gonna be a 28. I'm sorry. I don't see how it comes back.
No, no way with a 28.
Ugh.
Maybe you should have another shot.
You see Uthiel remove his hand. Yeah, I saved up for tonight. How about a shots for everyone else? Let's round of shots for everyone. You hear, ah! Everyone's given another glass. Sort of pounded it down. Eventually, Moscow comes back out. This time holding this beautiful barrel with sort of a turtle symbol on it. He goes, "Another import." Another import from Nomad. This one from Arya. I've got ourselves something very, very special today. Turtle wine. And it is.
I'm gonna lean over to Savannah as it's presented and ask, "Is turtle wine made from turtles?"
Bye, sweetie, bye.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
4.
All drunk. Anyway, okay. Not it.
You see, he starts to pour drink out in different cups. He starts to hand them out to you 5, as well as one for him and one for Ellie. Actually, he also poured for your significant others too. Sort of anyone within the close niche family, people who are employed by the Books and Brew. Starts to. You actually, I think what he'll utilize is he'll see the mixer on your hip, Vera, and go, do you mind?
I brought that for you, sure.
I
for
know,
old time's
I
sake.
recognize it. Flicks it, catches it, and starts to pour this ethereal liquid on top of your glass. So for Rolly, you have a boldness drink that upon drinking it, I'll say you can activate it whenever you wish, but it's only activated once. For the next minute, you can roll a d4 and add that number to every attack roll and saving throw.
Woo!
You have to activate it to get this ability, though.
It's an action to activate it?
It is, I'll say like a
A
potion is like a
bonus.
bonus action to activate it. Savannah, you also get a boldness effect. And if you guys are wondering, I'm basically taking this from the Alchemist Artificer list, if you ever want to look at it. Let's see. Easel, you get the healing effect as a bonus action. You can use you can use this effect, and you can heal 2d4 plus your intelligence modifier.
I'm getting better, guys. I'm learning.
Solandra,
Just needed to eat.
you get the swiftness effect as a bonus action. You can activate it, and for 1 hour, your speed increases by 10 feet.
Nice. Okay.
And Vera, you get the flight effect.
Sweet.
Essentially, for 10 minutes, you get a flight speed of 10 feet. It's not very fast, but you don't get to. You can hover, essentially. You all start to drink, getting these effects, so you can activate it whenever you wish. I'll say within the next 24 hours.
I'm gonna rest, get my face that back.
Rolling.
Rest.
Sorry, not Rolling. Savannah. I'm saying all your names, but the one I want to. Moscow comes out, clicks a spoon on his glass, gets everyone's attention. Attention, everyone! It looks like we nearly polished off our special. But, because we've had enough for at least one more shot for their close-knit family, a toast. I could not think of a better group of special little gems to share this wish. Share this wish with. It's not a lie that I love the limelight, but I think it's best for our closing speech to go to the heroes of Mostead. And anything you guys would like to say to sort of cap off the celebration?
It's not prepared for speeches.
I know we're all kind of looking at Mostead like, we don't talk.
You want the guy that's had like 5, probably 10 drinks now to talk?
I was like, this isn't for us. This is for all of us. We all deserve this victory of what happens.
I love that.
With that biggest, fakest smile, like, I didn't want to talk.
People bring up their glasses, take a drink. And I would like everyone to make me a con save.
There it is.
That's not good.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Fantastic.
Where's my character sheet? Yes,
14.
14,
17.
17,
27.
There it
27?
is. 16.
16,
I got a 7.
7. The DC was 24.
Ooh,
Yep.
that's fun.
And
Who plays in death?
Rolly. Your eyes flicker for a moment. You've had a lot of drinks, but surely you can handle yourself for a few more hours. Just grab onto the bar, and you hear... It's like that moment where vision starts to intertwine. It's hard to tell what's true. When you look to your right, and a random patron falls. You can hear gasps, but it sounds almost muffled like you're underwater. You look up and you see Ellie push against the stove. The stew falls and she falls. The hair, Moscow, starts to diminish. Slams his head against the counter, falls. Then you look around you, the familiar faces of Vera, Savannah, your new friends of Soul and Easel, your family members and loved ones. Yes.
I'm actually immune to poison, by the way.
This is more of a arcane effect.
Oh, okay. I don't have any help with those then. Good night.
All of these heroes, new faces who have gone through their own trials and tribulations. All of you, both Vera, Solandra, Savannah, and Easel, you drop down to 0 HP. Yes.
Good night.
Does Felix have a reaction?
Felix does have a reaction. What would you like Felix to do?
I'm all
Help.
help. Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, yeah, it's something he can do. I don't think he can actually purify your body right now. But I think his consciousness is still awake even when yours does not. So
Okay.
you're going to be able to understand the scenario happening in front of you when you hopefully do come to. You're going to have a clearer vision. Actually, I think you would have the clearest vision because Rolly's is currently wobbly right now. Rolly, you're breathing heavily.
Rolly has words.
You try to speak and it's like muffled, but you can speak.
Weak. Can't handle your liquor. Woo! Not understanding what's going on.
Hold on. Does a 25 hit you?
I mean, if I say yes, that means it hits me. But if I don't answer, that means it doesn't hit me.
This is not Schrödinger's game.
So I could be in a state of being hit and not being hit all at the same time, all at once. Yes, it does hit me.
You take 66 points of damage.
We don't have reactions, right? We just knock
No,
the hell
you
out.
guys are 0 unconscious. As a blade goes in between your chest. When you look down, you can actually see the tip of this golden rapier through your chest. Blade pulls out, and you feel yourself almost instinctually turned around, standing in front of you with a golden sheen. Horns made of metal, steel and gold, black tiefling skin, almost like ebony, like midnight. Golden eyes, one of them looks almost mechanical. Narrows in, the other one sort of, the iris gets small. Are you having fun? Looks like a lovely party. Pushes you down. For a moment, you land on the floor and you're looking up. Felix currently looking and seeing it all. Vargo. You ruined my life. Arthur chased me over a decade. All because you had to play hero. You cost me something. Sort of puts hands across the horns. Something very precious. And now I have a score to settle. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a Genasi by the toe. This metallic arm snatches onto Moscow's stomach, crunching it. You can almost hear the bones from his ribs, just a little bit. Picks him up by one hand. You know what they say. An eye for an eye. You ruin my life, I'll ruin yours. But let's have some fun. You best hurry. I don't know how long I can stave my blade from the bartender. And Rolly, your vision goes dark. And I would like you to roll me a d10.
I'm assuming I can't do any sort of reaction or anything.
Not in this current Arcane's like almost this like stunned state.
Got it. Okay. I rolled a 6.
6 minutes go by. Eventually, your body starts to process this arcane liquid through your body. You are able to burn it away. And you look up. It is quiet. Music has stopped. Candlelight is currently still flickering. And everyone around you is unconscious. What do you do?
Damn it. Okay. Real quick. Did I recognize that voice? I believe you mentioned Vargo.
Vargo.
And I believe, if memory serves, is a person that we found at a person that we were working with at like a library type establishment.
Yeah, let's do a little history check on here.
Yeah, please.
I'm not going to let you roll, but this is something sort of a history lesson to those just entering in this one shot, as well as our new players. You remember Vargo, a member of the Scorpions who worked with Arth in the Shadow, a crime syndicate located in Vrivon, was found to be... You exposed him to be incompetent and beat him a few times, which made him look bad in front of Arthen's visage, who also tore off his horns. Left him to live, but he has been... You can imagine a salty tiefling who had beautiful golden horns and golden features, who pride himself in sort of this look, now gone, now sort of sporting this metallic features.
Okay. Great. First thing I do is I'm gonna rush to Vera, check if she's okay. If not, I have one standard potion.
You have one standard healing potion.
I have one
You can use it.
standard potion. I'm totally using it. Oh my god, I can't believe we ended the game with me having one standard potion. Good stuff.
So
I'm totally using it.
I will let you roll. This is 2d4 plus 2.
I wasn't prepared to roll d4s, but I am prepared now. Ha ha ha! 3 and 2, 5. Is it plus 2?
Plus 2, so 7.
Oh, 7! Hey, look at that.
Vera, your eyes wake as old stale potion that's been kept for 10 years seeps down your chin.
7?
7.
Okay.
But you do heal.
Hey, it's considered a vintage.
Ugh. That shit was nasty. What the fuck happened?
No time to explain. Everyone's on the verge of death. Help me.
I think she just like cracks her back and lets out the glow because she holds it. She never like shows that off. And she will cast. I believe I prepped it last. Mass heal on the group.
Mass heal.
So that gives us 700 hit points to work with. And you're cured of all disease, blinded or deafened, by any chance.
So let's go down the list here. I'll have a calculator ready.
Hold on, I gotta do math because I don't even know how many I need. I know we had stuff left over because we've used this before.
Are you going to heal yourself full, Vera?
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you need?
Jesus Christ, 215.
215?
I'm a beefy girl.
Who are you healing next?
Is Rolly at 0? Or did he took damage, right?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
You say this all the time. It's always me and you, dude.
And I'm always fine.
She's gonna get up Sav. Whatever Sav has. I don't know what your hit
What
points.
you need, Sav?
129.
Okay.
And then she will get up Isol and Solandra, and
Mush.
if she has any left, she's gonna try and get up Uthiel.
Oh, not Easel?
No, she's gonna get the two.
Okay.
If she has any left, she's gonna reuse that remainder
3,
and get Uthiel up.
Evenly, you can give 178 to Easel and 178 to Solandra if you wish.
You
I don't
guys-
need that much. I only need 100.
Yeah, I'm at 101, so you have plenty to spare.
Okay.
Okay, so that means 100 for Easel. And now you have 256 to work with. And how much for you, Easel? I mean, sorry, Soul?
101.
101. You have 155 left.
I get up Uthiel. Or how much HP does he have?
You don't have to give everyone up to max, by the way.
Okay, so I just give him.
You can spread it out to people.
Yeah, I'll split the rest just enough to get everybody up, even if it's only by a couple hit points.
Would you like to give? I mean, I know, Rolly, you said I'm fine. Would you have wanted to take to get?
Yeah,
to 4?
I think she just like she's a
I
brat.
say she forces it on rolling,
Yeah.
rolling her.
She's just like, she's like, I love you, totally your cub, and then just slaps him in the face and gives 66 hit points.
Ow!
You have 89 to work with, and that's easy enough to get like 1
Yeah.
HP, 1 HP, 2 HP, and start to like scatter around as people start to get up.
She's doing a head count though, as she's doing it, so she's gonna see who's missing and who's not.
I'll say enough where you can either get up your friends and your family, or you can spread it out evenly to get all of the bar.
I'll
Needed.
spread it out evenly.
People start to rub shoulders, coughing, throwing up, trying to catch themselves, clearing out whatever's in their system. It doesn't feel like poison. This is something that very apparent to you, Easel. It felt like a mimicry of a spell put in.
Have I learned of being able to do that in any capacity from my own wizardry studies?
I think, yeah, roll me an Arcana check.
I'm assuming by now I'm getting a download from Felix of like what just happened.
Felix, with crystal clear eyes, showed you a clear visage of this almost roboticized Vargo.
All right,
And-
so
yeah.
come here.
Easel, what'd you
He's
get?
Clear.
Another 14.
Another 14. I mean, in your studies, when you want to affect something with like an arcane effect, it does take, components. It does take pull of the weave for something to sit and wait and be distributed in such a way. It feels fake, but it had an effect, so it was pretty weird. Sorry to cut in for that, Savannah. What was your instructions?
I pull in soul and I'm like, unless they are family, you need to clear the bar.
Do we think it's okay for them to just go outside?
That is a good question. Let me stop and think about that.
We have
Well, I
windows,
look out the
right?
window.
Look out the.
Did we get transported to some evil dimension while we were unconscious or whatever? We don't know that yet, right?
No, that has happened though.
That has happened.
That's happened now? We're currently in an evil
No,
dimension?
no,
Solandra's
no,
looking
I
out the
don't think
window.
we are.
I just whispered to Vera, Moscow's gone, and it's not good.
Oh, I would assume that at some point after everyone's picked up, I will communicate to Vera what I saw, what took place.
Yeah, you saw
Who it
this
was. and
blurry
everything.
mess, sort of ears, like almost sounded like you're underwater, and Savannah with sort of Felix popping out as sort of this black symbiote starts to collaborate, sort of like with a clear vision, like, yeah, this is what occurred. Solandra, you look outside the door or outside a window. It's the same capital of the domain. Nothing has fully changed. Still nighttime, a bit of starlight, and you sort of look at the stars above, giving sort of this light across the white snow. It's currently slightly snowing. You're in the dead of winter, so it's very chilly outside, but it doesn't seem like you're in an evil dimension.
But then that's what I say over my shoulder loudly. It doesn't seem like we're in any sort of evil dimension. Do we want to send all the non-family folks home?
Subtlety is not your strong suit. Yes, please.
Okay, how many people are in this bar?
I would say at this point there's like maybe 25 people who are not family.
Okay, is this overkill? Within 5. Okay, I'm gonna get towards the front door and have no one within 5 feet of me. Raise my hand above my head and cast Thunderclap to get everybody's attention. It can be heard 100 feet away, so I think it will get everybody's attention. And then I'll cast Light and just be holding Bright, like a mini sun, in my hand. And I'll say, attention, by the order of the 3 griffins, everyone who is not immediate family members, it is time to leave the bar. There is a situation that needs to be dealt with. And she opens the door and starts gesturing towards the door.
Slumbering, still recovering from whatever affected their bodies, people start to hold themselves up, picking this friends, family, making their way out until eventually
Drink some water, get some sun tomorrow. It'll make you feel better.
It's like an older folk. Thank you, dear. Just to walk out.
While they're walking, I'm gonna make sure, like, poke over their person to make sure they're not bringing any books with them. And I'll, like, start picking them up off the floor, too. Just like,
rules are rules.
Yeah. I would say there is one person who subconsciously grabbed a book that they were reading, and they're like, that's our property.
I'll take that. Thank you.
I think Vera's very quiet, and she hears Savonarola tell her those things, but she's gotten less angry in her age, so she doesn't say anything, but you just start seeing like autumn leaves fall, and her hair turns like a blood red and starts walking to Uthiel. She does not say a word, and she's fucking
you're
pissed.
quiet. Sav is pissed. So I'm sorry, as soon as I'm like, yes, bye, Roman!
Yeah.
Please tell me if we had any intel about this.
Last I heard, he was on the shoreline. We tried to do some scrying, and that's what we found. From then on, we try to keep an eye on all known concerns, and been stopped for a while. I mean, we've been working with Vera. She's been helping us, and we just can't.
I hadn't gotten to that part yet.
No?
No, I mean, I hadn't talked to Sav about Jade Ridge yet.
Excuse me?
I want that man dead, Sav, but I haven't been able to look at him for a while now. And she looks up, neither has he. Very much like Evergrey. That's what part of this visit was. You know, I don't come down very often. But I was trying not to ruin the party, but, you know, beat me to it.
So now what?
Oh, he's gonna get murdered into pieces if he touches a hair on his head.
Gina Lee walks forward and goes, if he's attacking, like, family, then should I send everyone back to protect ours?
I left Cyrus with mine, but yeah. Go back.
Okay. He kind of looks at Roman. I'm assuming you guys can stay here because I'm sure Iggy and Midnight are in bed. So maybe watch over him or them. I'm gonna go, and so looks to you, Rolly. I'm gonna go back and look after our own. And Uthiel, do you need to get back to the cabin?
Go. I'll take care of your dad. I got it.
Find my dad. You got this. Starts to cast a teleportation spell and sending people back. Ellie, dear, why don't you come with me for a bit, okay?
Don't, Gina. Don't say anything to Mary just yet. Let Uthiel tell her.
No, Ellie, come with us to
No, I
Varsal.
know. But if you go by there, don't say anything yet.
We're going to Varsal.
Okay.
I don't want to leave her alone. Saoirse takes Ellie's hand and through a wisp of a light blue portal. And you 5 are left here.
Oh, well. It's that time, folks.
What does he fucking want? Because he got his shit served to him? He shouldn't have sucked so hard.
I go behind the bar. I go find the bottle with fire whiskey. And I just
Yeah.
it.
Roll me an Arcana,
Fuck's sake.
Savannah.
Oh yeah. You know, maybe we should test it out before you drink it.
It's not. I know what's in here. You said Arcana.
Clearly
Okay,
not. Clearly
She
some.
knows what's here. She knows what's
I didn't order the tortoise wine. That's gonna be an 18.
18. Yeah, the fire whiskey's fine. And you look over to
Can we look where you got that from?
you look at the turtle wine from Nomad. Start to look at it. The symbol looks weird. One of the ruling class of Nomad, sort of an archipelago far in the west, or actually to Mostead to the east, is the Wind Dynasty. You start to, and especially perfect for you because you have a claw, you start to etch a little bit, and it's not from there. It looks like it's from, it has this strange symbol, but is definitely not from Nomad.
As I kind of pick out, I'm assuming I'm like picking out to expose a larger symbol, or
It looks like it looks like, I mean, roll me a history check. See how well you
Can I
know.
also try to see?
Yeah, roll me a history check too.
Guidance.
was that +4?
A D4.
A D4.
I mean, D4. That's the thing I didn't pull out. So 15 plus
21.
21.
plus 3. That's 17. No, 18.
18.
18.
Math.
I think both of you come to the conclusion that if it's not the domain, it's definitely not a symbol that you guys have experienced here in Mostead, then it has to be someplace in Ventir. And with the 21, it's definitely being a learned folk, Easel. There's like hints of like almost smells like sand. And it must be someplace south of Ventir within the Jeweled Unity.
Perhaps our fraudulent arcanist prefers summer vacations.
Well, he was found in like a city of sin and debauchery.
I was thinking more like summer. It smells like summer.
She means sand. Or he
No, I
means
know.
sand.
Do I remember if Arthur lets me talk in his head?
Yeah. Arthur has opened communications with you if you have it.
Like Cassidy.
Arthur, our small folk, and I've through some experimenting, I now know fully what Arthur is as shadow entity, the shadow, leader of the Scorpions, once boss to Vargo. What do you say?
That man likes to curse, so she's gonna get straight to the point and not run her 25 words. When's the last time you seen Fargo? Because he just drugged all of us and took a family member and he's dead meat.
You get a response. Finally! If you find that bastard, give me a pound of flesh too. I'd love it in a nice box. But the last we tracked him down was somewhere in the domain.
She repeats. I mean, they were probably tracking him all the way to here then.
It smells like Ventir sand.
Isn't nothing events here but a art museum, I thought.
Did we leave the Griffins in Ventir or we left them somewhere else?
I've been in Ventir because I did something there with Leon. That's the only reason why I know that, but
I mean, I could try scrying, but if he's anything like the others, I don't think it'll work.
Well, I think it's time to suit up.
I
just- Me talking to Felix, and I'm like, did you notice anything about where he was going? Did he leave out the door? Did he use a spell to get out of here?
Felix, in your mind, I saw a portal leading somewhere next to a cliffside. Ocean.
Cliffside and ocean.
Don't we have a? Do we have a book, a map? We're in the perfect place.
Lots of books. Lots of books.
Do we have a book about Ventir or a map?
I could put you back on the Ventir map if you want to take a look.
Yes, please.
I was gonna say model pier, but I mean, like, it's surrounded.
I think also a big problem is that you're not I don't think any of you are super familiar with Ventir.
Not at all.
And also a big thing is that, and Felix would inform you, it was still like snow was being blustered out.
Yeah.
Ventir's not known for Arctic climates.
Oh, so snow was
Could
coming
I-
out.
They're still on the domain then.
Could I ritual cast Identify on what's in that barrel?
Yes, please do.
It takes a minute to do, but it should tell me what spells, if any, are affecting it.
Due to the way this is being used, roll me an Arcana check in addition to this Identify.
Can I give him guidance?
Yes, you can.
Tap you on
What
the
is
back.
D4.
D4.
Ooh, okay. Where are my D4s? 24.
24. Oh, that's really good. There have been newly found usage of spells, and definitely sort of led the charge by Gina Lee, sort of widely known as sort of like shrinking the size of a cone to expand its distance, or widening it to get a broader sort of reach. This felt like a doled out version of Power Word Kill, but because it was doled out, it was not able to fully kill you right out. But it was almost shifted in a wide manner. Also, the fact that it's not using a verbal component, it felt like someone manufactured this. This is not spellcraft. This is a mimicry of a spell through the use of mechanical means.
So you mean that this is partly Rolly's fault?
It's almost in the same vein, but unlike Rolly and Gina Lee's sort of collaboration, you're still using spellcraft. This is like someone in a lab was making this.
Smart people. Grr.
I will convey that to the best of my abilities, and then also I'm going to just take an empty vial and just fill that up a little bit.
I'd like you to actually convey that the best you can.
Oh, sure. My understanding is this is spell mimicry, not enchantment. It's not enchantment. It's not enchantment. But it's something like when you're cooking a turkey and you have to fill it. It's kind of like that, but if the turkey was wine and the wine was filled with a spell, but not. Really, it's a
Wait.
I love that Soul's the only one nodding in agreement. Like, I understand everybody.
Hold on.
She doesn't understand, so she's assuming it makes sense.
She knows she's talking to. I mean, he knows he's talking to the special one, right? Like, Rolly thought the Earth was flat at one point.
Hold on. Yeah. Wait. How did we go from like spells to like turkeys stuffed with wine?
Well, really, if you think about it, if you think about it, then cooking kind of is its own sort of arcane, and like his voice kind of raises beyond what is socially acceptable level. But in any case, it's more like an analogy. So if you said the wine was turkey, turkey was wine, and then the filling is instead killing spell, but the word killing, power word kill, but there's no word, and it wasn't quite kill. It was mostly just power.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Wait.
stop you to make sure I understand. Are you saying that it's like a spell, but in liquid, so it's like, yeah, a spell turned
potion.
liquid?
Yes, but it wasn't. Or
Wait, hold
instead
on.
of being made by a chef, it'd be like if you freeze-dried turkey, and then
We're really
left it
stuck
out.
on this.
Okay,
turkey.
all right, it's all right. We need to stop.
I'm hungry.
We need to stop. I'm hungry
Salandra
now.
has wandered behind the bar and is looking at the bottles.
You're looking at the what?
Looking at the bottles behind the bar.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to find some wine.
Oh, easy. I'm not gonna make any roll. Like this is a
Okay.
bar. Easily enough to
Then
find
yeah,
some wine.
with her 8 intelligence, she comes back and brings Easel the bottle of wine and says, "Does this help?"
We're not gonna stick that in a turkey, are we?
So-
Do we have any turkey here?
I can get the turkey.
Oh god.
Wait, who's? Wait,
No,
wait.
no, 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 no. Hey.
Do we have a mage within our presence? Someone needs to cook the
Common
turkey.
turkey.
Okay.
Heroes of Mostead.
I'm gonna look
I'm gonna go
around. I want to look
outside.
around for the order sheet. I'm gonna look around for the order sheet because I want to know where this came from.
Oh, roll me investigation check.
That's gonna be a 23.
It was ordered from Nomad, which is to the east of Mostead, and it came through the Mirabite port, and then traveled over to Elrek.
Anything unusual about it? Name of the company? Who signed for it?
There is a John Smith who signed for it. Like literally, it has like, and you would know. And I think the reason I'm giving it to you, Savannah, is because you dealt with this. This is your bread and butter. A fake name signed for it in Mirabite.
Johnson. So, yeah, someone's fake signed it for Mirabite, and it ended up here. That's great.
It's like a factory. I'm thinking like factory. That's the taste. It tastes like mechanical. It doesn't taste artful.
Wait,
Does
you
that make
can.
sense?
Wait. You can eat machines?
Oh Christ! Don't get him on that. I mean, I'll pay Lord. Don't get him on.
Wait. What does that taste like?
I mean, have you bitten into your fork before?
No.
That's surprising.
Are you saying I should eat my fork?
You don't really eat with utensils. Never mind. What am I talking about?
It would be a little sharp, but
Don't
What
put
is
your
it?
ideas.
What's the taste?
like blood. Very iron.
Gamey.
Like ice in texture, but harder. Like rocks, but tastes like blood, iron. I would assume. I'm not really. I don't eat meat. Like starts kind of like looking at it. I don't eat.
The dumb one confused the smart one. Great. I'm gonna go outside. I'll be right back.
All right.
Mission accomplished.
What are you doing outside, Vera?
Tried and true. She's gonna try and send a message to Moscow because she knows what it means if she can't.
Your spell does connect, but you just hear sort of like this moaned, sort of almost. Moscow doesn't get drunk as often as people expect him to, but it sounds like he is heavily intoxicated, and there's something affecting him right now.
Okay.
But I think the thing that you come across is that your spell connected.
Yeah. She's still gonna say words. I need you to stay calm. I'm gonna come and get you. If there's anything you can say to look around, say where you're at. A shitty tiefling took you, and I'm so sorry, but I will get you back.
Oh, ocean cave. Snow.
What cave? Sorry.
He just said ocean cave.
Ocean cave.
Snow lab. That's all he can really get out.
What was the
I
last
just
thing?
had
Lab.
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 I just had a realization. What? DM, you're gonna have to remind me. Was Mirabai where that last freaking what's his face lab was in the snow with the mountain?
There
Jay
was
Ridge.
a cliffside laboratory where you fought that sort of shark octopus creature and saved Igno, and where Rolly got trapped in one of the shards.
I kind of say that out loud to, I guess, because Vera's outside, to Rolly, Soul, and Isol.
I come back and relay what I heard. He's alive. Normally that won't connect, but really, the Blake's fucking old lab.
This again.
Do we know
I
how
realized
far
if I
that
saw
is?
what Isol did, I'm also gonna take an empty bottle and put it in the wine.
Yeah.
Take a little bit left.
So
Maybe we
don't
should
mind
all
this
take
old
one.
map. I would rather redo this map, especially names, because I'm better at English today. But you guys are currently here in terms of the map,
I'm gonna
and
take a ride,
Mirbite
too.
is far to the west.
How far am I away from Gina Lee?
Gina Lee teleported to go sort of oversee your son, who's left at home.
So way far. Okay.
Yeah.
Can Roman take us?
I'm leaving Roman here with the kids. We have the. I haven't pulled it out in forever. We have the carpet.
How long will that take?
Depending on the weather, and definitely those who stay here in the domain, and Savannah being the domain child, depending on the weather, it could take maybe a day or maybe just a few hours, depending on how snowstormy it gets. And you are in the dead of winter, so.
My word of recall's at home. That's not closer. I don't think.
No.
No. It's in between.
Your word of recall is tied to your cabin back at the kingdom.
Hold on. Let me look at space.
How do you stump a few level 20s?
Well, its question is, do I want to
This
use
is
something right now?
apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I have. Well, it's a yes and a no combined into one. I can teleport once. I can teleport once. And I don't think I've been there. So I can't guarantee the accuracy of the teleport. But I could try.
Is this place pictured in any of the books? Would that help you?
An image would be better than nothing.
Let's go look for a book. Where we need to go.
Wait a minute, I just thought about something. Where's Roman?
Roman is probably upstairs in the room, kind of overlooking the kids, but you can easily find him.
Actually, better yet, who's working downstairs?
Richard.
Yep. Who wants to carry that for me?
The barrel?
The barrel.
Taps up.
Come on, Rolly.
Here I go being a pack mule again.
We're going downstairs to the Raven's Coast.
Did they know that?
Well, they wanted to do something in Maribite, so they might know something.
Going into the Arcane elevator. First time you felt, and this is to Easel and Soul, the first time you ever felt the elevator go down. As it goes down for several minutes, and eventually the door opens. And you are greeted with a secondary bar underneath the books and brew. This one's stone floor, stone walls, a couple of gruff, cloaked individuals currently talking to one another, looking over paper and deals. And standing at the secondary bar is this black Kenku, currently leathered and clothed with sort of a crack on the beak.
Really don't ask.
Hello, Sav.
It's the one with the crack. It's my Richard. We talked about this. Okay.
New faces, anything I can do for you, Agent?
Hold it in, big man. Hold it in.
How busy are you right now? Because we need to talk.
Never busy enough to talk.
I pull into the back of something major just happened upstairs. I kind of just convey what just happened. That wine almost killed us, so I brought that for you. What's
We all
going
took
on
a vial.
Oh.
What's going on in Maribite?
It's one of the few locations we haven't set up an HQ yet, so we were brainstorming what ways we can...
So it's strictly we don't have eyes. It wasn't something was pulled our way there.
No. Just another place we haven't gone to. And so if you've conveyed everything, is if your friend can get you there, I think I might have something that could help. Starts to go through a couple of paperwork and documents. Again, we've been scouting up in Mirabite for a way to ease our way in undetected. Because of that, we've gotten some letterheads, we've gotten some paperwork and documents from our scouts from Mirabite. So if you're looking for a physical object from the town, I'll provide this to you.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right. I will be in touch. Please keep an eye. Roman's upstairs with the kids.
Of course.
And I'll go back. I'm like, come on, rolling. We'll go back upstairs.
Do I still keep carrying this?
That's
No,
ours. We'll take that. Roll.
Wait.
Get Richard.
Hey, you.
Yeah, one of the other gruffs like, me?
No, the Richard. What's your designation number?
Give me the bottle. Give me the bottle, boy.
It's good to see you too.
It's nice to see you, Bonwell. But I would assume the letterhead and the paperwork and documents are given to you,
Yes, I'll
Easel.
give him so.
This will work splendidly. Give me a few moments and I can get that set up immediately if you would like me to do it immediately.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. And I will indeed. Would this be considered an associated object?
Yes. I would say this is an associated object. But because of the magic currently surrounding Mirabite, this will be considered very familiar.
Okay. Joy. Okay.
Is it Mirabite where we found one of the genies?
The Jinn, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Help me with this. For a percentile die, it's a D10 and a D100, right?
Correct. So the double numbers are your tens place, and the single numbers is your
We want high.
single numbers place.
Everything's fine and good and fine.
We all die, right?
Oh no, I think we're fine. It's a 70.
70. How does it look when Easel conjures a teleportation? It doesn't have to be a circle. It could be anything. How does it look?
Yeah, it is just a verbal. So I think I will kind of gather everyone around and going through the arcane words that I've memorized again and again and again. I think it starts coming out as like literal text that starts pulling out of my mouth.
Oh, right.
It's all written in that arcane, so it's harder to read unless you are familiar with the magic, and it's just this kind of like black shadowy script that then starts to wrap around us as a group, and kind of like a rope, it starts to like pull us all in tighter and tighter and tighter into the circle until it tugs tight, and then all of us disappear.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I knew I hired you for a reason.
In a flash of black, as the light escapes your eyes and eventually you are brought back, you are all shivering as you are currently standing maybe about 150 feet away from the entrance of Mirabite, this sort of black rocked, coated with white snow city that goes down into sort of this port side. So you're not exactly in the city, but you are just right there. some of you have to almost catch your footing as your feet, as there's like ice beneath you, bits and pieces of trees sticking out, the coolness of the sky currently above. So this is for you, Soul. You can almost see like the starlight shining against you, as snow is just coating some of you. Who isn't dressed for the tundra? Roll your.
Yeah. Solandra doesn't like going cold places. I want to immediately cast Create Bonfire nearby so that we don't have to be cold. Because Solandra is offended by being cold.
I just take off. Well, I don't take off. I have it with me, but it's not attuned. I'll give the beggar's cloak to Rolly. I'm like, it's not much, but I got armor, so we're good.
Yeah, Solandra just snaps her fingers and creates a bonfire, then stands right next to it, warming her hands while she waits to see what's next.
I stand there just annoyed at the fact that we're in like snow. I'm like, oh man, my shady J's, I just cleaned these!
But it was snowing in Alrak.
I just cleaned these!
See, the point is not that the snow is inconvenient for Rolly, Sav. That's the point.
You all appear here, starting to warm yourself up immediately. The reaction is like, shit, it's cold. Let's warm each other up real quick. As you stand here, you hear rocks falling off. Some of the wind starts to howl a bit louder. The light from starlight sparkles off the gleam of the ice below you as the fire currently is giving Sarda a soft, warm, yellow glow. I would like everyone to roll me a perception check.
I'm guiding myself.
Where's my character sheet?
Perception?
Perception.
15.
15?
Fucking high.
22.
22.
Hold on.
28.
28! Wow!
I have plus 10 perception, and I have the Sentinel Shield, which gives me advantage on perception.
Nice.
32.
32!
Yeah.
I love climbing level 20.
Wisdom people, jeez.
I rolled a 19 plus 2, then I have an 11.
I'm Rolly.
I rolled an 18.
18. I remember Rolly being pretty well in perception too.
No.
You stand here as you immediately start to warm up as quickly as you can, sort of assessing the situation as the black text of the teleportation spell is dissipated. Looking in this sort of dark space, the only light you're getting is from the sky and stars above. Sort of soft clouds sprinkle the darkness. Sort of a bit of snow starts to fall upon you. The sound of rocks from some of the cliff sides just eventually you hear. And off in the distance, you see this dark red glow, giving off some illumination. The glow itself is piercing through this almost like fracturing through diamond, but it looks blue almost through the sort of the red shifting into a blue. As you see these molten cord beings with ice across their chest and being on quadrupedal, so on all fours, just as almost this robotic elemental scream. Let's put you on the map. As these creatures start to come into view from the different sides here. We're going to roll initiative. We're going to take a break, and then we'll go right into combat. So let's go ahead and do initiative now.
That's always fun.
21 for my little wizard.
Oh! Anyone for Easel?
In traditional Savannah fashion, sometimes it's great, sometimes not. That's a 10.
10 for Sav.
Also same.
10
18.
for Vera.
No, I'm saying also it's either really great or really bad, but 18.
18
I don't have
for Vera.
anything to add to it.
I got a 19.
Oh, 19 for Solandra.
I'm not
Roll it.
dexterous.
And Rolly got a natural 20 for a total of 22.
22 for Rolly.
Of course.
All right. We have our initiative. I'll roll for these guys in just a bit, but let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we will be back for the combat here. going to mark a little dot saying that you're concentrating.
Yes.
And then, Easel, you're also concentrating on Hex.
Yes.
What type of save does it need to make?
Dexterity saving throw to try to jump out of the way.
That is going to be a 15.
Nope, that's not good.
I've rolled bad.
Yeah.
I rolled natural 1 during this combat and like other stuff, and I'm like, where are my good rolls? I'm using the blood die. This is not fair.
That's 24 fire damage.
Okay. It does take the full 24 points of fire damage.
All right, they are not immune to fire. She says that very loudly over the roar of the wall of fire. I think what she did is she has her sentinel shield that has an eyeball symbol with sun rays around it, and then she's wielding her moon sickle. And I think she just like taps the moon sickle on the sun on her shield and like makes an arc gesture, and it arcs out and becomes this wall of fire. Is it melting the snow and ice here too?
It is. But since we are in the dead of winter, it is not melting it to a point where like it's going to be dangerous in the next 3 minutes or so, however long this combat takes.
It's pleasantly warm. Yeah. Do I need to make a save to back up, or only if I'm going to use my full
If you
movement?
use your full movement, then you have to make a dex save. But if you use half movement or difficult terrain, how that would affect you each, thing,
then I'm just going to move there and end my turn.
All right, Vera, you are up.
No. I mean, they look like they're having a fun time over there. She's just gonna look at Sav and go, "Look, no restrictions this time." And she like snaps her fingers, and you see like a cord that glows gold between you and I. And I'm gonna cast my emboldening bond.
I haven't felt that in a long time.
Have fun. Anyway.
For the effects of this, you do not need to stay within 30 feet.
Nope. You can zoom around as you usually do. I'm going to down Moscow's potion, so...
You're going to use a bonus action to activate this thing in your body.
To fly. But I can only fly 10 feet, right?
Your speed is 10 feet while you're flying.
Could I technically fly 10 feet and then just walk the rest of the way, like just to get past some of the difficult terrain?
Yeah, I think that's allowed.
That's kind of what I want to do with it. I'm not going to get too far. I'm going to get literally right next to Salandra. Half, so 15. Okay, right at the edge. Okay. Action, bonus action, movement. I'm good. That's my turn.
All right.
You have a D4, 2 saves, checks, and ability. Yeah, all the things, and then we can half damage.
I believe I will check to see how many people, but for certain, I would like Salandra and Savannah to roll me dex saves.
That is going to be 17.
Okay.
Mine will be a 5.
5. As you are currently in the chaos around you, something shifts your body. Maybe Easel, I'm not sure if you're in the vicinity of this, but something shifts, and you start to hear numerous spider cracks becoming more and more apparent in the ice below you. And finally, as something emerges from the ice.
Oh god.
Oh god.
This is fine.
Yeah, Easel, roll me that dex save.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no, indeed. 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay, 12. That would mean as the shards of ice shatter outwards, I believe only Savannah avoids this, as everyone else takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the ice shatters out. It's almost like you're getting hit with numerous rocks and like sharp edgings of ice.
Does this also apply to Rowan?
No,
You are not in the gap here. this creature emerges, humanoid with metallic ends, this cool blue energy coming out, and as it rockets out of the water of this cold frozen water, and by the way, all of you now are in the water. On the beginning of your turn, it's going to be very cold and very bad. It looks around with sort of this energy eyes, just almost like it's freezing the air around it as it is currently hovering over the water. My frosted automaton is... What can it do? Yeah, I think it's going to use its frozen aura. I would like Savannah, Sol, and Easel to roll me con saves.
Yeah, D4.
By the way, Sol, roll me a con save initially for your concentration check.
Okay.
My concentration failed, so the wildfire goes away.
What is the save for?
She doesn't like being cold.
Half the damage or a 10, I think?
Yeah, half the damage or 10.
Thank
Okay.
God for your D4 because that was a dirty 20.
So I passed my first con save for Hex.
Okay.
What am I doing now?
Now you're doing another con
Yeah,
save.
Okay.
So, dirty 20 succeeds for Savannah. 5. All right, and then Sol.
I'm gonna use Lucky to re-roll that.
Hey, welcome to the
Yeah.
Luck Crew.
All right, then that's a 21.
21.
So-
Let's see here. I'm going to mark this here, but Easel, you have -10 to your speed,
Oh no.
Great.
and you take... You take 19 points of cold damage, Easel, while everyone else takes 9 of cold damage.
Okay.
And then roll me another con save or concentration check for you, Easel.
13.
13. You have it holding.
I rolled a flat 10 and I got scared. It's +3.
Now it's going to be my Cairo mongrels. So it's going to rush up. Which is speed.
Really did make that kid a dice goblin.
Neat.
Just see what he's doing. He has Mike's dice and he's trying to put them together.
This one's going to go here, 15 feet, and go 25, 35. Difficult terrain, it has to swim its way to you. Let's do Rolly
What?
first. $15 to hit. 14 to hit. That was the first one. Let's do for the second. 23 to hit. Natural 20. Okay.
Well, I tried.
Are you raging? Yes, right?
Okay. I thought he was.
Yeah, he is raging.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna... That's only against, like, bludgeoning and piercing.
Mhm.
That will matter, so...
I was gonna say we don't know what kind of damage they do, or at least me and him don't yet.
So I'm gonna mix both attacks. So this is gonna be double the piercing and the single piercing, and then there's some cold damage associated with it. So whatever this roll is, you're gonna take half. So that is going to be 38. What is that? 16?
16.
So
Right.
16 points of... That's
No, 19.
19? Thank you for keeping me on track. Math is also apparently a thing I can't do. So 19 points of piercing damage, and then you're going to take... And I can actually physically roll this one because it's less dice. 13 points of cold damage. Now we're going to do Vera. Dirty 20 to hit,
It's
and then higher than dirty 20.
it's
Because you're a little weird, Vera, let's do this out together.
I'm a little
16 points of piercing damage and 2 points of cold damage.
Okay.
React.
What did I say that? So that means 9 points in total you get
Okay.
for that first bite. Second attack.
the confusion.
That's why I said it was weird, because you have the tether.
Yeah. It's up to Sam to choose when to use it, though.
I knew I was trying to figure out what.
And then 16
use it
points,
on,
a
but-
combination of piercing and cold.
Okay. You're welcome.
And then now we're going to do Easel, which is going to be disadvantaged because it's currently swimming. Natural 1.
Oh, okay. Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Another natural 1.
Let's go!
Come on.
Thank you, Caleb. Touch all your dead.
No, don't touch it. Savannah, it is your turn.
I don't like that I'm in water. Now there's this big blue guy.
Oh,
So
first
we're
and
Savannah-
foremost, you take 5 points of cold damage being in the water.
Lovely. We are getting the hell out of the water as fast as possible. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my mage hand to distract the blue guy.
Okay.
And then booming blade to attack.
Go for it. You are attacking with disadvantage, so you will not get sneak attack.
Boo. Well, at least I still get the booming blade.
So if you want to keep your bonus action, you can.
You get a D4 to it.
That's true. So right now I'm at 16. 17. 17 to hit.
17 connects.
So
Yes.
we are starting off with 8, and then I realized I didn't pull out the die for the booming blade, which I need 2d8? Are you not right?
I think so.
No, 3d8.
And then while you do that, Easel, go ahead and roll me. Oh no, you never got hit. You're fine.
Huzzah!
Rolling all the dice.
What'd you roll?
Good.
70.
Just do it there. That didn't do it.
No, it didn't.
She forgot the command.
You gotta get
I
all
forgot
the
to
dice.
say
Said 3d8. Yeah.
Actually, don't know the command. I use the button system, which is on the very left,
Yeah, the advantage.
where there's a
roller.
dice icon. You can. Sort of,
Ah!
I do that, but that's
There we go. So 8 plus 10, 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. And if he moves, he gets hit.
And
From
I'm
disadvantage.
going to move and run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet off out of this pool of water.
Okay.
I can move.
It is difficult terrain. Are you utilizing your bonus action to dash to get there?
I already used my my bonus action.
I would say that since you are getting disadvantage, you wouldn't gain that advantage to get sneak attack. You can always save that and use it for something else.
Ah, all right, fine. I'll use my bonus action to dash to get out of there.
10, 20, 30. Is it 10, 20?
How much does difficult terrain add to it? Because I have 40 speed because of mobile.
Oh, okay. So that means 10, 20, 30, 40 will get you there. And if you use a bonus action to dash, you can get to 50, and then you have the rest of your movement.
Let's do that.
Okay. It is going to take an attack of opportunity.
Mobile.
Level 20.
And I think I'll end my turn off the ice.
Okay. Rolly, back to the top with you.
Yay! Okay, which one of them hit me first?
They technically all hit you, but the one that you've been working on is not looking good. Because you start your turn next to these creatures, you take only 2 points of fire damage.
Woohoo!
Sort of the ejection of the lava sort of starts to coat the space around it.
Fire damage, you said, right?
Yes.
It counteracts the cold. It's glorious. Great. I'm gonna attempt to finish the one off in front of me that's looking pretty weak. So similar deal. Attack, reckless attack.
Okay.
That's a 26. And that is not as good. So yeah, 26 to hit on the first one.
26 hits.
Not great. That'll be 7 points of damage.
All right. You are able to take this thing out.
Can I bonus action? I should have done this before. You know, I'll save that. Yeah, I'll save that. And I'll just move to the next guy and rinse and repeat.
All right. This one, you cut into the actual belly of it as you cut through most of the ice shell and just starts to eject the lava inside, and it no longer has that engine to function.
Okay, that's going to be a brutal critical.
Brutal critical.
And hold on. I got to see if I rolled a natural 20. Hold on.
Well, isn't
Brutal
that,
critical it is.
I was going to say, isn't that what a brutal critical occurs on a nat 20?
On an... Oh, wait.
That was 19.
Yeah, I believe it was a 19, right? Or was I mistaken?
Are you...
Yeah, for barbars.
I thought we got rid of that because you
Yeah, you're no longer a champion. You're now a rune fighter.
Right. Okay, so then that was actually just a 29.
Okay, sounds
Right.
good.
Man.
Changes happen in story. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I forgot. All right. Big numbers. I'm gonna go ahead and what was the thing that let me do it? There was a thing that let me re-roll the damage.
Yeah,
die.
you can re-roll like a number of damage, a number of die from your, because you have a feat for it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try to remember which one it was. I roll 1. There you go. That's better. That'll be 13 points of damage total.
13 points of damage.
It's cold.
Yeah,
I don't like
it. Is cold. It is very cold. That was your action. Any bonus actions?
No, I'll hold off on that.
All right. Easel, you currently are in the water. Immediately, you take just 1 point of cold damage.
Do I have to roll concentration for that?
I'll say 1 point. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
It's too many rolling at this point.
I'm going to then immediately Misty Step out,
Okay.
back onto solid ground. My verbal component for that, I think, would just be because it's cold. Just I hit the water. And then from there, most of my good damage spells I want to hold on to because they have other good things to them, and this is just a guy, allegedly.
Just a very cool guy.
Just a super cool guy. So I'm gonna cast Infestation again.
Okay.
It's a concept.
It rolled a 2. This is the die that Cal was playing with.
Thank you, Caleb.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Throw some more on the floor.
That is 16 points of poison, so 8. And then necrotic from Hex is 1.
All right. How do you take this thing out?
Ooh!
It already had 36 hit points taken out on it, so you put it over the
Alright.
threshold.
Excellent. I think I will do kind of the same but instead of the bugs coming up from the ground, it's just kind of like swimming into the water, burrowing into whatever that center core is, because they're not real bugs, they're just like things. I want them to just start like eating and like chewing away at the seams so that the lava just comes pouring out of it and it loses its structure. The lava turning to like cold stone upon hitting the water and just letting it sit there.
Okay. Any other movement or anything else? Yeah.
Let me double check. No, but I need to remember on a subsequent turn to move my hex.
Okay.
But for now, that is all I got.
All right. Soul, as you begin your turn, you take. Oh my God, what's with these ones? You take 1 point of cold damage.
Thank you,
I have
Caleb.
everything to hurt, and I'm rolling bad. But it is your turn.
We need to throw some more dice.
1 cold damage is too many. I hate this. So this is just a big ice dude, or what's this dude here?
It looks like an ice construct, made of steel,
Ice
energy, and sort of frost.
And what it did before was like an aura of cold.
It just released an aura to affect everyone within range.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna use Starry Form. Form of the Dragon.
Nice.
Golden constellation of a dragon appears overlaid on my body, and that gives me a flying speed of 20, and I can hover. So up and out of the water. I would really love to get here to dry land, if that's all right. 15 feet. If I go like 5 feet up and then 15 feet over there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I will do that.
Okay.
So
You are going to take a attack of opportunity, as this creature does have a reach of 10 feet.
okay, he can go for it.
It is going to use a tendril strike.
I'm gonna use because I have to do it when it's about to make an attack roll. My Cosmic Omen is currently set on Woe, out of Wheel and Woe. So I'm gonna roll a d6 and subtract that from his attack roll.
Okay. It rolled a 24.
Oof. Okay. Well, I only rolled a 2, so that's gonna be a 22. It can hit me.
Okay. We're going to have to get into some serious math right now, guys.
Oh no.
My other boys were annoying. This one's beefy. You're going to take 22 points of slashing damage. Hold on. 22. I lost count. And 23 points of cold damage. So it's going to be 45 in total. I heard a reaction from Veer in the back.
Okay, so it was
Hold on,
22.
Come over here.
Yeah.
Come over here. Come on now. Come on, you're doing a reaction. You better sit down. Thank you for doing
I'm
parent
playing
duty.
mom slash.
I know, I fully get it.
All right. Reaction, shared burden. Vera will take that first hit. I have to let you take.
This is one hit.
Point of damage. Oh, it's all one hit.
This is 45 points of damage of slashing and cold.
I'm gonna take half of the slashing, so it's gonna end up being like 30 something.
Okay, so well, minus 11, so that's 34.
I'll be okay. I got a ton of healing stuff if I need to do healing.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting away from him now, so.
34 points of damage. That was just your bonus action to do the starry form movement. You still have an action.
I'll be back.
All right, so I did 34. Okay, so that did hurt. So I hover over there with the golden dragon aura on me. Man, that sucked really bad. I'm cold and I'm wet. And what did he do when he hit? Did he just punch or?
You saw that he reeled back, and the wires that sort of cross this humanoid-like creature's arm up to the fingers ejected as the finer points, sort of like where the joints meet in the sort of almost like a chain, are ejecting this cold energy, and just felt like something was cutting through your body as it did so.
That blows. Okay, I'm gonna use Guiding Bolt because I can cast that for free 5 times per day. So I will make an attack Guiding Bolt on this guy. That's gonna be like a 26.
26 connects.
Okay. And that's going to be 4d6 radiant damage, and then the next attack on him before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay,
Anybody who makes it.
I'll mark that he is glowing.
He's glowing, yeah. That's going to be 15 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, 15 points.
And that will be the end of my turn. Pissed off.
Vera, welcome back. It is your turn.
Yeah, I know. Perfect timing. Jeez. I always feel like stuff changes so much by the time I get there. How far is this dude for me?
There's also my mongrel right next to you, too.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care about you.
It's a grunt. It's
I mean,
fine.
I do care, but I'm like, that dude seems like more of a pain in the ass. How's he looking? Did you do damage to him, or is he? What
Yeah,
happened?
so far he has 30.
Yeah, I hit him. He's glowing right now, so you have advantage if you attack him.
That helps.
The next attack on him has advantage.
I don't think what level is the spell? I was like, wait, do I want to do that? No, I'll take care of the one in front of me. Because I did have a plan.
All right, go for it.
So I'm going to do inflict wounds, but I'm going to do it at a 5th level.
On the creature next to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll. And because you are bonded, you still have that D4.
Okay. See on her dice. That should hit, hopefully. 25.
20, yeah, 25 hits. There's like an air of like concern, like, I hope this hits.
Alright. That's 5d10 then.
Oh my god. You had that ready?
Yeah, I told you, I separated them. That's really good for 2d10. I never roll them all together. That was that. Okay. Mike needs to see this. Okay. 28. I can't math. What's 28 plus 18?
40.
46.
46.
Yeah.
46 points of damage.
In one fell swoop. Just reach, and this one was fresh too. Just reaching out. How do you destroy this autonomous, this sort of ice creature?
Well, it is necrotic, so I think she grabs onto it. Like, I don't know how big it is in comparison to her, but like one gauntlet on each shoulder. And I think the magic kind of comes through her like Fae tattoo though, of like a bright green, and then just bursts veins of light out so it shatters.
Okay. That was your action. Any movement, bonus action.
Nobody's in the water, so that's good.
Nobody's in the water yet.
Yeah.
Soul, Savannah, and Easel are just like freezing.
How we look at? I'm like, I feel like we should wait, but I'm just gonna back up a little bit. So I feel like this dude's probably coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up 10 feet. Just so maybe I won't fall in the water.
Wonderful.
And then in my turn.
It is going to be my Frosted Automaton. Here. Put both hands together and you start to see there are like these interlocking sort of clips that lock the hands together so that they're in a singular position. In between the hands that are ejecting cold energy starts to collide in between the fingers until it is like concentrated ball of energy. And as the hands release, the claps undone. A 120-foot line.
No.
Oh.
Did it take a boom damage?
It will.
when
It will
moved?
take actually boom damage. So
Okay.
roll that right now, Savannah, as it did move.
Ah,
Booming
so
blade.
that would be. I have to actually look at it. 4d8.
48. And as you do that, it's going to use its ice cannon ability, and I need both Soul and Rolly to make me dex saves.
Oof.
29 points. Incredible.
That's only an 8.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Both is a fail.
Wah.
Okay.
Wait. Can I see this effect or whatever this is?
Yes, you can.
Does that mean danger sense
That
goes off?
danger sense will go off.
Oh my god! It did nothing.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, 70-10. Each of you take 28 points of cold damage.
Guy and his cold, man.
And since he did not reduce any of you guys to 0 with this cannon, None of you turn into statues.
Oh.
That's
early.
fine.
Quick information about that ability is that if you return to statues, it can use any form of damage, small it may be, even 1 point, and your body is shattered. No remains.
Hmm.
That was its action movement. Does it have any bonus actions? No, it doesn't. It is now going to be my mongrel's turn, which I only have 1 left. It is going to... I think at this point, might as well use the ability since everyone else is dead. Obviously getting Rolly in this. Rolly, make me a con save.
Oh, I'm actually good with these. That'll be 16.
16. That beat it. All right, so you're going to take, and I will break it up because depending on you have an ability if you wish to do it, that is 8 points of cold damage and 7 points of fire damage as the inside erupts with this volcanic, breath weapon, just and surrounding it is just this whirlwind of cold wind.
Oh my god, I forgot that thing I had. And the fire sun thing.
If you want to use a reaction, you can. And
Yes, I will.
okay, instead of taking that 7 points of fire damage, you would take 3 points of fire damage.
So it should be a total of 11?
Correct. Get ready, get struck with the ice, and what blocks some of the fire. Older, rough-looking man smiles as Ezekiel Barnwell keeps a hand up, looks back.
How dare you? And this is why we ask him that, folks. How dare you?
Savannah, you're up. You're no longer wet, and this thing is still glowing.
I don't want to get. I'm not getting back in the water. So what do I have that I could do, distant wise? I don't have my spores out, do I?
Not yet. You can always.
I could do that on a bonus action.
I believe that was a bonus action to call
Okay.
forth your spores.
In that case, action, we're gonna firebolt at him.
You have advantage.
Yay!
And a D4.
I mean, without the D4, that's a 22.
22 is
So
going to
with the D4, just cause. 23. And I'm not doing math today, so where are you? 16 points of damage. Bonus action, we're going to call on Felix, so we're going to call the spores to increase AC, and I want to move somewhere, I just don't know where yet.
And you also now have a fly speed, if you don't remember.
I do.
Felix, these black spored wings eject from Savannah's back.
Let's see. I'm going to move. That seems like a good move. I'm going to move 25 feet forward.
Okay.
That way I'm just a tad bit closer to Vera. One more.
And the glow also dissipates.
And I'll end my turn.
All right. Back to the top with you, Rolly.
Okay. Well, first of all, reckless attack. I'm gonna hit this guy in front of me. We have a 17 to hit.
17 connects.
Great.
17 is its AC.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna. Well, actually, like that one. So that. 24 points of damage.
Okay. Let me see here. All right, still up, but not looking good.
Run it back.
And then 10 strength save.
It'll fail.
Okay.
But I got a 28 to hit.
Okay, roll me another one. More
I don't
damage.
think he's good. All right. Let's see if he's still alive. Okay. 20 points damage.
Cutting through the stomach once again, cutting through the ice. Starts to eject, and it no longer has that engine to keep it going, and it falls.
Great. Now I'm going to turn my attention to the thing that hit me unnecessarily. I'm going to use my movement. I'm going to make my way over here. And I'm going to ask the party, can anyone drag it out the water? And I'll end my turn.
Easel, you're up.
No. I'm gonna move a little bit closer, and I will. I have two questions. One, how is it looking right now?
It is looking. Let's see, I can get rid of that sheet now. It's looking about half.
Okay. And the other question was, when it attacked Soul, would that be considered a weapon attack?
Oh, with its when it for the opportunity attack?
Yes.
It's considered a melee attack. I guess depending on the means, it could be a weapon.
Okay.
It's using its own body, so it's hard to say. I think it would consider it a weapon.
Okay. Now I have decisions to make. We have 3 level 20s. It'll be fine. I will. It'll be alright. I will shift my hex as a bonus action over to the big guy,
Okay.
and then
Hex shifted.
same routine. For now, I will just try infestation, and also the same hex feature for strength.
That is going to be a 24.
Huh. Is it? Lovely. Yeah, I don't know if it even takes half.
I don't think so with infestation.
I
I
don't
think
think so, 'cause
it's
it's a
hit or
cantrip.
not.
Yeah.
The bugs that you send out just start to freeze in midair as they get close enough, just drop.
Maybe I should start using heavier spell. Then yeah, that will be my turn. Just the
All right. Soul, you're up.
All right. Now I do need to patch myself up a little bit. So I'm gonna back up 5, 10 on difficult terrain. Let's not be in a line. 15. If it hits me, then it's not hitting any of the level 20s, so that's fine. At the start of my turn, I shift the constellation from dragon to chalice, so a
Okay.
constellation of a life-giving goblet appears on me. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at level 3 on myself. So it's going to be 3d8 plus my Wisdom modifier of 5. Because of the Moon Sickle, it's an extra d4. And then because of the Chalice, it's an extra 2d8 plus my Wisdom
Rack
modifier.
'em up, rack 'em up.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5d8 plus d4 plus 10 is what I'm healing on myself.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll add that up. 17, 20, 22, 32. I heal myself for 32. And that will be my turn.
Incredible. Let's see here. Right now we are having a little bit of a toddler moment, so let's take a quick. We're almost done with this combat, so let's take a quick 5-minute and be
Yeah.
right back. Oh, we're not. Oh no. Oh boy.
What happened?
Right now,
Combat resumes!
I mean, I can
Combat
hear you guys. I can't hear Mike. So.
no, it is your turn, Vera.
Okay. How's Big Ice Boy looking?
Half.
Hey!
Hey.
Guiding Bolt, but 5th.
Okay, roll an attack.
That dice is nice. to
Amber
me.
rolls like this. See it?
It's powerful.
Yeah. Shit.
Away from me.
Back dice.
Gotta say that hits, bro. Hold on.
I mean,
35.
oh my god. Yeah, that. Oh my Paylor. Yeah, that hits.
If we're not hitting at 35, we gonna die. That's just an instant. That's death. Okay. So it's 4d6 naturally. Damn, that's gonna be a lot. Okay, hold on.
How many dice are we looking at?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's a first level spell.
Okay.
So I would add 3 more to it. 4 more to it.
4 more to it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She's like, I don't know. I'm not counting.
It's whatever feels right.
Yeah, it's pretty hefty. This works.
Ooh. 39 points of damage.
Okay, let's see.
And it has advantage on it for the next person that hits.
All right, it is looking rough, and it is glowing right now, hexed with a sort of hag magic, and now it's also glowing.
It's my action.
It's your action, yeah.
Can't do a bonus action of the spell. I think that's it for me.
He's now going to be our frosty boy.
I'm sure he's thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
Shift up here.
No.
Oh yes,
No.
25 to hit you, Savannah.
It hits.
Reaction.
Also, possible dodge depending on what this is.
Yeah, it's considered a melee attack, so you can uncanny dodge this.
Mm-hmm.
Does the type of damage matter, or are you just gonna half it? Like, do you have any resistances?
Yeah, I'll still half it because I think that thing hits hard.
I will play it out when we do all the math.
All the math. I don't like those words.
Yeah, definitely having it at all the math.
I'm rolling so
We're
good now.
halving the half, so.
Yeah, so just roll it and then we'll.
Oh my god, so beautiful. That's gonna be 43 points of damage. Hold on.
21.
We're halving the half.
43, half that, which is 21, half it again, which is you're going to take 10 points of a combination of slashing and cold. Because it is actively using its action, not a reaction for an opportunity attack, to actually use its tendril swipe, you are grappled.
Boo.
It is then going to, that was the first attack, it's going to motion this way, dragging you back to the edge, not quite into the water just yet.
Ah.
Uh,
I mean, we did
needs
get
to
43 down to 10.
it's going to drag you to the water. It drags you into the water. And now it's going to attack Rolly. It's going to be a 22 to hit.
Why are you giggling when you say
Okay, perfect. That's easy. 30 points of damage. A combination of cold and slashing, and you are also grappled as its second hand brings you along. I believe from the amount of speed it's utilized so far, because it was here, it used 10 feet. I'll say, yeah, 10 feet to get there. Oh no, it had to go like 10 feet to get to you, 30 feet. It'll use the remainder of its 45 natural speed right here. That brings Rolly within 10 feet of it. So you're also in the water.
How deep in the water, or how do I have an idea of how deep the water is?
You do not.
Oh,
I'll say, Savannah, as your turn begins, it is energy is shocking out of it. It's ready to dive.
Oh no.
Starting of your turn, you take 6 points of cold damage. It is your turn.
Alright. Well, now I'm back in the water, so yeah, I'm definitely going to try to give it... Oh, I can't use that. I'm going to... For right now, I'm going to go ahead and do Booming Blade to attack it.
Okay.
I'm going to start with that. That rolled way over there.
You would have disadvantage, but you also have advantage, so it's straight roll because it's still glowing.
And a D4.
With a D4. From the back.
That's going to be a dirty 20 with the D4.
Dirty 20 connects.
What did I just say? So that is going to be 10 plus 3d8.
We're getting close to it.
10 plus 11 is going to be 21 points of damage.
Okay.
Bonus action. Can I use my dagger to try to stab at its arm?
Yes, you can. It is with disadvantage, but you can attack because you've already utilized that the guiding bolt advantage. It has an AC.
Oh, thank God for that. That's going to be 17.
17 exact as its AC. It only had 2 HP left. So regardless, I think your bonuses are going to go over it. Savannah, why don't you describe how you take down this creature as you're once again dragged into the water?
So I'm assuming I did my big slash with my sword, and it's still about to dive. So I'm just out of desperation. I just whip out my dagger and just stab into its hand for him to react to it, and he just wails out in pain.
You hit something in the core of the brain, where like so this icicle sort of stop gap where its head is, and the tendrils around Rolly and Savannah go lax. Get off yourself as you're freezing. And I will say easy enough, and I'm not going to make it a big thing, but you guys can get out of the water as initiative is finished.
Woo-wee!
What we're going to end on, and I have a quick thing, but what we're going to end on is everyone currently collecting themselves, freezing. Probably most of you are dripping wet. Probably
Soul start fire.
Yeah, create bonfire.
Standing on the outside of Mirbite, knowing that you are close to a family member, a coworker, someone who very dear to you, taken by Vargo. But we will see the conclusion of the story next time. Quick announcement: due to the length of this episode, as well as our own little one's temperament today, I think we're going to opt out of short rest. But don't worry, we'll maybe do a short rest after episode 2. We'll see, and we'll do a summary of the whole thing. So keep an eye out for that. Until then, thank you for watching Magic at Mostead. See you guys next time.